So yeah, I'm keeping my word. We keeping our word in 2026. Y'all, I'm not gonna be on here long, but I wanted to get back on here. As I said, I was gonna show a little bit more like in depth, kind of a live demonstration on Mama, how you can literally start making $400 plus a day with zero experience. You don't need any followers. You just need the willingness to learn, the discipline to learn. I'm gonna help you do that. So if you are a mom who's been looking for a way to make extra income, whether it's passive or possibly even replacing your full-time job, then this live is definitely gonna be for you. My name is Sierra Janae. I'm a wife and mom of two. And I created a community and a program called the Mompreneur Method for moms and moms only, because mamas, we learn differently. Our time is spread differently from a lot of people, and nobody really just understands what it's like to have so much 1,001 things going on in your brain, but you wanting more, you wanting to be finally unstuck, you wanting to finally stop having to worry about you telling your kids no, or if sports are coming up or something like that, and your kids ask you, you can't make it to their events because you got to go work and work some overtime or whatever. We about to eliminate all that in 2026. So I'm going to be showing you the community that I created, and how you can get started, like I said, with literally zero experience. So if this is your first time seeing me, I got started with digital marketing last year. It completely changed my life, turned everything around for me, and that inspired me to help moms do the exact same thing, because I used to struggle with procrastination. I used to struggle with overthinking, not feeling that I was worthy, not feeling like I deserved more, and really just thinking it was too good to be true to be able to have more. And then once I just said, you know what, I want something different. Hey, y'all, welcome in. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to think differently. Everything changed for me. So like I said, if I can do that, so can you. So again, if you've never heard of digital marketing, or if you don't know what digital marketing is, it's any kind of form of online promotion. So a lot of times it does have to do with like ebooks, guides, checklists, voice memos, things like that. But anything that somebody put together to essentially solve someone's problem. And when you hear solving problem, I know a lot of people be thinking it's something negative. Hey, on TikTok, a lot of people be thinking it has something to do with, like it's got to be negative. But something as simple as, like, right now, I am struggling with potty training. And I tell people this all the time. As a mom, I know some moms that are like, hey, girl, I potty trained my baby in 3 days. Well, that knowledge that you have, you can turn around and turn that into income for yourself. And it's really easy and simple to do. You can create ebooks, guides, courses that solve someone's problem, and that is too in high demand, and make a lot of money from it. Or you can just sell a done for you digital product that somebody has already created for you. So if, like I said, if you're a mom, you're limited on time, and you've been looking for a way to make extra income, you don't want to, get a second job, you don't want to do DoorDash, you don't want to do Airbnb, ship, none of that, sis, you don't have to. I literally built the blueprint and built a system strictly for you. This isn't a course that's for everybody. This isn't a program that's for everybody. This isn't something that you're going to have to get in and try to figure out alone. This is actually a real solution, a real system that will help you, and that literally eliminates every excuse that you may have. For my girlies that are always like, I don't know what to film, I don't know what to talk about, I don't know what to say when I haven't made any money online before, so how am I going to be able to do this? I'm about to show you, okay? So do I got any mamas in the room? Let me know if there's some moms in the room. If so, please comment where you from. I want to see in the chat. It's a little late. I live in Indiana. So, girl, it's midnight right now, way past my bedtime. But I wanted to get on here and share this, because this is really about to be some life-changing, information for my mamas, okay? So, like I said, mama, before you go and get that second job, before you go and sign up for Shift and do Amazon Flex and do all that and stress yourself out and do all that for just a little bit of money, I'm going to give you the real system, real solution, a system that you've never seen before, that literally gives you what to say, what to do, how to show up, no matter your mood, no matter how much time you got. So do I got any mamas in the room? Let me know. Do I got any mamas in the chat? If you a chat, give me a like. If you don't want to drop where you're from, that's fine. But let me know you here, okay? Because like I said, I'm here to support you. I'm here to help you. Again, for my overthinking mamas, for my OCD mamas, okay? I got you. We here. We in the building. We in the building. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to turn the camera around. And like I said, if y'all have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Ask away. I've been doing this now for a little over 19 months. I've made over $300,000 as a complete beginner. So like I said, I used to be overworked, overwhelmed, tired, Baby always stressing out, okay, Michigan, you're not too far from me, girl. Okay, you around the corner. You around the corner. So we're gonna have to get together or something like that. And I got any more mamas in here, any more mamas, okay? But I know y'all want to see the system and y'all want to see how it works. And again, really simple. Again, you do not have to have any experience. Like I said, when I got started with digital marketing, I went the done for you route too, and that changed everything for me. And it allowed me to make anywhere from $500 to $1,000 a day. So once I learned that, I said, I gotta share that with the mamas. I gotta put the mamas on, but I gotta put you on in a way where, again, you know how so many of us start things and then we stop and then we start it again and then we're hyped up and new year, new me, I'm about to try this new hustle, and then you give up because you don't see those results right then and there. This ain't that. This is actually a real system that's going to give you everything that you need. And honestly, I really just changed the game, because as much as I want to tell you to go through the modules, and I'm going to always tell you to go through the modules, okay? I didn't build a bot. So that takes out for my girlies that really be like, hey, I'm not about to, I ain't got time to go through the, you can't make up no excuses no more, okay? So y'all ready for me to share the screen? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. If you're not a mom, I'm just telling you now, you ain't even got to waste your time of being here, love. Let me see. Let me start. Blocking people. Okay, so let me, how do I, sorry y'all, I gotta get back in my, thank you, is it Amia? Amia? I'm tearing it up, I already know. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna share my screen, okay? And let me know if y'all can see. Hopefully y'all can see. Can y'all see? Can y'all see? Let me share my screen. Child, I ain't been on TikTok in forever, y'all. I don't even know how to flip the camera around. Lord. Okay. Let's see. Can y'all see? Okay. I need 1K a day. You can make 1K a day with Done For You Digital Marketing. You can make more than that, about 3K a day. You a guy? I could have been and put you on, Michael. Look, I could have been and put you on. But for this one for the mamas. But if you're really serious, hit me up and I definitely can give you some info, some free info on how you can get started. Really simple to do. You can do it literally from anywhere in the world. Y'all, Done For You Digital Marketing completely changed everything for me. Like I'm always saying, if it can change my life, it can change yours too. I've been able to buy my dream car. I've been able to do so many amazing things for my family, all because I said yes. Okay, sorry, y'all, I had my little mix on. I hope you don't mind. Okay. But y'all, so this is the community that I built. Like I said, it's called the Mompreneur Method. So again, if you are not a mom, again, I don't want to waste your time. This is strictly for moms, okay? I built this because moms, we needed a sacred place. We needed a safe place, a place that we could actually learn and feel supported, okay? And that's exactly what MPM is, okay? This is a done for you, step-by-step digital marketing system, okay? And it's built by a mom, myself, okay? Baby, I got 2 kids. And the crazy thing about it is I ain't want to be nobody mama, y'all, but this is how crazy how God works, right? God positioned me and put me, I didn't even have no intention of helping people and mentoring people, but I fell into it all because I said yes, and I invested my time. I invested my, hold on, what does that say? Moms have the grocery store for a safe place, or the vacuum store. Yeah, sure, okay. But anyways, inside of MPM, it is a beginner-friendly system. So for any mama that's like, girl, I can't do this. I don't have no experience. I don't be on social media. It doesn't matter. It's beginner-friendly, okay? Inside, you get clear daily action steps. You get content and sales training and weekly live support, okay? It's one thing trying to learn new skills, y'all, but it's all about having support, being in the community of like-minded individuals, people that can actually help you and support you along the way, okay? And then, like I said, this is strictly for moms. So you're not in the community with a whole bunch of random people. You know how we be having a random weirdos, girl. No, you're in a mama who gets it, a mama who's limited on time. Moms who be like, you know what? I'm overwhelmed, I'm overthinking, but nobody understands me. It's important to be around people like that so you can bounce ideas off each other so nobody thinks you're crazy, okay? So that's what we all about inside of here. But that's just some of the basic information. Now, the one thing that I wanted to include was, again, even though I have been around a lot of people that was doing and selling digital products, right? I had noticed that so many moms, when it came to other digital marketing done for you systems, they all would say the exact same thing, like, oh, I'm gonna go through the course, or oh, I'm gonna do it, but it's just like I'm still confused. I still don't know what to do. I still don't know how to take that next step, right? And that can be scary, especially when you're trying to do something different and be completely out of your norm. But I want to tell y'all, so many women, so many moms every single day do forms of digital marketing and you don't even realize it, and you should be getting paid for it. Sis, I'm sure you probably shared a post today. You probably shared Beyonce's post. You probably didn't share Rihanna's post. Y'all know Megan Thee Stallion, she dropped them little Dunkin' matcha, them Dunkin' matcha protein refreshers. Yeah, girl, you probably shared that. Girl, you just put more money in Megan Thee Stallion's purse when you could be doing that for yourself. And that's all done for you digital marketing is, okay? It's not something that you have to get a degree. Now, again, they giving out degrees for it, but hell, more so certificates. And people ain't even actually able to do nothing with. I know so many people that have certificates in digital marketing and have paid lots of money, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. And I bought one course, learned everything that I needed to know, scaled my business, now even created my own community and selling digital products that way. So again, this is not something that you have to have special skills for. You just got to be disciplined to be like, you know what? I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I'm ready to do something different. Hey, Edward, sorry I didn't even see you, boo. But yes, sorry, I was talking to the mamas, So I'm gonna hop right inside. So this is our community tab. This is what it looks like. And again, inside, you're gonna learn everything that you need to learn, but you're gonna be supported along the way. That's the most important thing, okay? Let me see. Well, let me zoom in, y'all. I want y'all to see. Ooh. Hopefully y'all can see. Sorry, I want to zoom in. Can I zoom in? Let me see. Okay, so this is the community tab. Now, another thing that I knew that was important, like I said, I didn't want moms to do this by themselves. So on top of the modules that literally tell you step by step what to do, how to do it, you also get me as your coach, as a mentor. Again, I was sharing this earlier when I was on live. When I first started my business, you know, the one thing that I always noticed about so many people learning from other people, like, yes, we want to learn from millionaires. Yes, we want to learn from people that, you know, have made it, right? But sometimes it can be a little discouraging when they've already made it and you're starting from zero, right? So immediately when I knew, after I could consistently make 10K months, after I could consistently make multiple six figures, I said, you know what? Before I hit $1 million, before I scale my business to $1 million, let me take some mamas with me. So that's what it really inspired me to create this community, because as I learned, like I said, as a complete beginner, as a mom who was just tired, I was tired of my husband working 2 full-time jobs. I was tired of feeling like a single mom. I was like, you know what? I can do this. I'm a lock in. Yeah, I might have to be up some late nights, but in the end, it's going to be worth it, because I won't have to tell my kids no. I won't have to, you know, be like, oh, mommy can't do it today. Maybe next time or maybe next year, right? I was tired of doing that. I don't know how many moms in here that's watching this live right now feel the same way. How many times are you tired of hearing yourself tell your babies no, or we can't do it, or yeah, we'll try to go on a vacation in a couple of years? Like, no, right? My babies had kept asking me that they wanted to go to Disney World, okay? And I couldn't afford that. That was a lot of money, okay? And even if I did try to take a loan or get on the payment plan for it, I still couldn't afford it, okay? But that had me fed up. It didn't have to be nothing dramatic. And then two, like I said, my husband was working 2 full-time jobs, and it had me feeling like I was a single mama. I didn't sign up for that. Baby, you're my man. You put these kids in me. I need you to help me take care of them, right? So I said, okay, let me figure something out. So again, along my journey, when I started doing it and I was like, okay, wow, this isn't a fluke. With a real strategy and a real system, you actually could take off and make a lot of money in it. And again, I was someone who was on a job. I was trying to climb my way up, I guess you can say, not necessarily corporate ladder, but the job that I was at, I was making my way up, but I was so miserable. So miserable. And then finally I just said, you know what, I'm gonna do something about it. And when I did, it changed everything. And now fast forward to today, I've helped over 500 plus moms. I've helped people from literally the ages of 16 all the way up to 67. And on top of that, I've been able to help people, y'all, that literally was oblivious to what social media was, literally didn't know what a reel was, what a short was, none of that. But at the end of the day, they wanted to change their life. They wanted to change their financial situation. They locked in. And that's how I know that this is possible. So again, this is the community. This is what it looks like. So again, when you get inside of here, this is a done for you digital marketing course. So every time you resell this, you get 100% profit. So it's $397. So every time you resell it, $397. Now, if you want to sell it for more, you absolutely can. By all means, do your thing. But at minimum, you have to resell it for $397. Now, everything in here is done for you, mama. You don't have to build nothing. You don't have to create nothing. All you have to do is plug in your everyday life. Okay? And a lot of people ask me, well, Sierra, how do I do that? I don't know what to talk about. I don't live in an aesthetic lifestyle. I got a white, people always say, I got a white refrigerator. Girl, that don't mean nothing. Sis, do you fold clothes every day? Do you drop your kids off? Do you vacuum? Do you open up your blinds? Do you get groceries probably delivered or something like that? That's content. Content that we romanticize, because this is the thing that people won't tell you. People nowadays, especially with AI and everything like that taking over, people like realness. People like to relate to realness. Y'all, and as moms, we are some of the most relatable human beings there is, point blank period. We just are, okay? We have a secret language amongst ourselves. We just get it, okay? You be stressed out, I be stressed out, we be overthinking, our husbands be looking at us like we crazy, our men be looking at us like we crazy because it's dishes in the sink, but you feel guilty because you want to spend time with the kids, all of that, right? Don't nobody get that but us, okay? And again, that's why I knew if I'm thinking this way, a lot of other moms are thinking this way. And how many moms just want to just see, secretly, it's not even about becoming rich, right? Like we all want to be rich, and every mama I believe should be rich, point blank period, right? But just something as, I just wanted to have sushi dates with my daughter. Like honestly, not even trying to do too much. That's really all I wanted to do. I wanted to be hey sis, let's go shopping. Okay, because that's my little bestie, okay? Those are the things that I wanted to do, and I was tired of not being able to do it. So inside of MPM, I was like, let me take all of that and apply that to that. So inside of here, I'm gonna kind of quickly show y'all. Really, I'm gonna get straight to the guts, because inside of the actual program, everything in here is podcast style learning, okay? Because again, as a mom, sis, I know you limited on time. I know you don't have time to go through, modules and stuff like that all the time. I get it. I completely understand, right? But if you do, which is at this point kind of optional, because I'm gonna show y'all in a second the bot that I created that literally is like no other system, no other program, no other community out there, point blank period. I literally have done everything for you. When I say everything, sis, can you talk? Can you have conversations? Well, then you can make $400+ a day, point blank period, okay? So I don't know, do I got any mamas in here that are interested in making at least $400 a day? Okay, anybody, let me know, put it in the chat if you are, because I'm gonna show you how you're gonna do this, okay? But inside, I do have some modules in here where you're gonna learn, mindset. Mindset is key, y'all. Everything that we're doing, if you're trying to change your financial situation, it's gonna start with your mindset, point blank period, okay? It's gotta start with your mindset. You gotta believe, you know what? I deserve this life. I don't feel guilty about saying it. I don't care. Yes, I wanna drive a G-Wagon. Yes, I wanna take my baby on sushi days. Yes, we wanna go to Disney World at least 4 times a year. Don't feel guilty about that, sis, okay? And if anybody is making you feel guilty about that, you don't need to be around them. Point blank period. Hey, sis, how are you? But that's gonna be the first thing. So inside, I do cover mindset, and inside this module alone, it's worth the price of the program, okay? You're gonna learn a lot inside of here, but it's again related to a mom's life. This ain't a one size fit all situation. And on top of that, girl, the thing that really changed my business personally was implementing God, putting God in the center of it. When I led with God, this is the first time that I've ever taken off and really seen results. I can predict my income now. Unlike being on a 9 to 5, my income is capped. But now I can predict my income at minimum. On average for the last 19 months, y'all, I have made at least $10,000 a month. And I don't even have to do too much. And I film my everyday moments. So that's why I said, you know what? If I can film just everyday moments of me doing stuff that I got to get done anyway, right? I got to vacuum. Thursday, honestly, y'all, tonight, look, it's my cleanup night tonight. So that's the only reason why I'm up late. Because I'm going to stay up and clean up the house. So when I'm cleaning and stuff, I'm going to romanticize it. Okay, I'm going to put some good little music on it. A little Summer Walker, a little Janae Aiko. Because, that make the moms feel, right? And I'm going to turn it into content that pays me at least $400 every single time I post it. So if I can do that, I know each and every mama can do that, okay? But like I mentioned, you got modules in here that you can go through, covers everything, right? But on top of that, because I know some of my girlies be wanting to get straight to it. Now, again, I ain't going to tell you, I want you to learn this information. It's important to learn information, and you have it here. But I just recently dropped something that really changed the game. And again, that is going to eliminate everything, okay? So I'm always coaching and mentoring people. And I'm always trying to give people all the information or whatever like that, right? But what I did, I said, you know what? I'm about to work smarter and not harder, okay? Mamas want 24/7 support, right? And again, like I said, when you invest with me, you also get me as your coach. You get me as your mentor. I give you my business line so you can call me, you can text me. But I said, you know what? I'm going to give them something better. I'm going to give them literally my brain plus more to really help them scale their business, okay? Everything that helps me scale my business to $300,000 plus, I've put it inside of this bot. So I'm gonna quickly show y'all, because I know I got some non-believers in the room probably that's like, but can I really do this? Is it really possible for me? So I'm gonna show you, okay? So when you get inside of NPM, like I said, you get all those modules, you got lifetime access, you can resell the program for 100% profit. So every time you resell it, that's $400 in your pocket, mama. All your profit, you keep it, you do whatever you want to do with it, right? So after one sale, you've made your money back. Everything going forward, 100% profit with something that you haven't even created. All you got to do is film the things that you're going to do anyway. That's all. That's step one. Step one, get the program. Okay. Step two, you're going to go through some of the modules. But if you decide not to go through the modules, all you got to do is use this live coach that is included. And it's like I said, my brand, everything that I've learned, everything that I've helped my students be able to scale their business, I've inputted. Literally, I have inputted, she told me today, over 12,000 hours of just information on how to scale your business, okay? And like I said, I want to take y'all on this journey with me. Before I hit $1 million in my business, I want some mamas coming with me, okay? So again, I don't want y'all to wait till I get to the finish line and then you be asking me, oh, how do I do that? No, I want you to roll with me. We're going to do this together, okay? So when you get inside, the first thing I'm going to definitely recommend that you do is definitely check out the Mama Bot. Because like I said, I inputted everything in here, everything that's inside the modules, all of that, plus a little bit more, okay? But I also inputted for because again, coaching so many moms and hearing the same stories kind of over and over and over, I'm like, all right, I keep hearing the same thing. As soon as you said God, I subscribe. Oh, thank you, baby. Yes, we love Jesus over here. We don't play about God over here. Okay, if it wasn't for Him, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. But the most important thing that I want you to do is definitely, like I said, you got to start at the Start Here Mama module. Okay, it makes sense. Again, I want you to go through the modules, but I'm gonna quickly show you. I don't know. Will it let me talk today? Let me see. I'm gonna just kind of give y'all a quick little demo. Okay, so you get in here. It's your day one, right? Hey girl, it's my first day inside of NPM. I'm a complete beginner. Oops. Let me do that, y'all. Sorry. I'm oblivious to really what digital marketing is, but Sierra said that I can make $400 a day. Can you help me with the strategy? Y'all got to learn how to talk to ChatGPT ghetto, okay? Because that's what's going to help you, okay? And look, it's going to drop me a whole plan. Hey, mama, you're in the perfect place, and you're not late, behind, or lost. You're just early in your journey. Da-da-da. But it says first, Sierra wasn't joking. $400 a day is absolutely possible here, but not by guessing. We're gonna move with strategy. She gonna give you some motivation, okay? But let me just give you the strategy real quick. She says your current role. Your only job right now is to promote your freebie daily, right? And okay? But then she's going to ask you a series of questions because she wants to get to know your personality, right? So you literally can talk to her like you're having a conversation with me. I built it that way because, again, I didn't want mamas to be stuck. I wanted them to, baby, get straight to it so they can start getting income. We not overthinking. We not getting stuck. We getting straight to the income, okay? So, again, you can ask her all different types of questions, like literally day one, what do I do? Okay, so it's my first day inside of NPM. What do I do? Okay, so the first thing that she's going to ask you is, hey, how much time do you have? How much time and energy do you have? Okay, because again, I wanted to implement that in there because I knew how important it is. Some days I don't be feeling it. Some days I do. You have to catch me. You know what I'm saying? Catch me when you can. I'm the gingerbread man. All right, so it says, hey, are you giving low energy 15 minutes, 30 minutes? How much time you got? 60 minutes, whatever it is, right? You type that in and say, hey, I got about 60 minutes today. I'm gonna say that, right? And she gives me a to-do list. Go inside the Set It Up Shop Mama. She also talks about go inside of the Start Here Mama module and just go through each module. So literally you tell her where you're at. If you're a complete beginner, if you know something about digital marketing, maybe you've been having a digital marketing program that you haven't been able to sell, whatever it is, you can literally tell her. If I say, hey, I'm a boy mom. I'm trying to think of something random, y'all. Oops. I'm a boy mom and I don't know what to film today. Can you give me some ideas? Now, granted, y'all, when y'all gonna be asking the questions, it's gonna obviously go more in the flow. But again, I'm just trying to quickly show y'all that literally whatever question you have, she's gonna be able to answer. She's gonna recommend a module that you can check out. Literally, no excuse. Listen, you being a boy mom is golden content. It's relatable and it's real, and it makes you stand out from the perfect influencer vibe, right? And then again, before you think about it. So again, because I know this is the number one thing that so many women, so many moms tell me, but I don't know what to film. Whatever, girl, you could tell her, okay, I gotta, I'm about to be doing some laundry today. She gonna tell you, okay, sis, so set up that camera, set up that phone, and film you doing laundry. Oh, you gotta clean up today. You gonna be doing the dishes, film it, and we gonna romanticize it. Put a, excuse me, y'all. I'm burping. Put a hook on the screen, da da da. Like literally, tell her your vibe, tell her what you want your tone of your brand to be, and she's gonna tell you what to do. So again, on top of that, you ain't did nothing. Okay, what have you done? So that's what I mean when I say done for you system, okay? That you can start reselling today for 100% profit, okay? So again, before you think about, oh, again, I'm gonna sign up for Amazon and I'm gonna make $100 a day and be spending $40 and $50 on gas. Think about how you can get a done for you system, a done for you digital asset that you can make money, sis, while you grocery shopping. You can make money in your sleep. You can make money while you're out spending money. Who don't want that? And that's what happens when you get a done for you digital asset that you can resell over and over and over and over. But again, we got to change our mindsets. We got to really fix the thinking like, oh, no, that's too good to be true. How is it too good to be true when I do it every day? How is it too good to be true when I've helped over 500 women start their digital marketing businesses? So again, if they can do it, if I can do it, you can do it too, sis. So instead of you complaining and saying like, man, I wish I was here, or man, I wish I could do this or whatever, make it happen for yourself, y'all. And one thing that I really it's been heavy on my mind. I feel like it's been heavy on a lot of us, just the way the world is going, everything like that. Y'all, they are really seriously trying to take our rights as women, as moms, and they trying to send us back to the crib, okay? They trying to take us back in the day, okay? And they want us to be stay-at-home moms and not doing nothing. Well, if I'm gonna be a stay-at-home mama, baby, I'm gonna be getting this bread, okay? I'm gonna be getting this coin in my sleep when I'm being domestic, when I'm doing the laundry or whatever, okay? And so again, before you think about trying to apply and do something else, sis, your life could be a lot easier. Again, y'all, I tell people all the time, like, I'm so grateful that I found digital marketing. Like every time I'm out spending money, I be making money at the same time. And it's such an amazing feeling. I'm not saying that to brag. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I want every mama to experience that because it just does something for you. Knowing that your kids can be set up, knowing that you could finally set up a trust fund for your kids. And so they don't have to go through, all the, trials and tribulations that you've been through, all the struggles that you've been through. So many moms sacrifice so many things, their time, their energy, all because they want to provide for their kids. We shouldn't have to choose. I get both. My kids gonna have the life that they want to live, and mama good, and mama get the vacation, and mama get to do the things that she want to do. Do I got any mamas that want that? Or do you want to work hard? Do you want to, what I mean? Again, all of us were taught. I'm sorry, y'all. Hopefully y'all could see on YouTube, but still, y'all have to get inside and play with Mama Bot for yourself, because I'm telling you, she's a game changer. Again, she's your content studio. She's your caption writer. She's your hook writer. She gives you ideas. She helps you launch your own offers, plus so much more. And again, sis, this is not even including actually going through the modules and learning the information. This is not including the live Q&A that I have every Tuesday where I answer your questions. I pour into you. We pour into each other, other moms inside of the community. Again, this ain't no what's the word, like co-ed type of situation, okay? Mamas, we need a sacred place and a safe place, okay? And if you are someone who believes in God, who's big on, I'll be saying I don't consider myself a Christian, just letting y'all know I'm very spiritual. I have my own relationship with Jesus, okay? But again, I'm a cusser too, and I'm working on it. I'm gonna tell you that now, okay? I don't want nobody to get in here and be like, girl, I thought you said, whoa. I'm not perfect. I never said that, okay? But one thing that I do know is, again, if I could change my life, so can you. Okay, but it starts with you saying yes. It starts with you saying, you know what? This can happen for me, and I deserve this, and I'm going to have this, okay? Because, again, how long are you going to sit back and watch so many other moms, so many other women change their life, and you not do nothing about it, okay? Are you not fed up? Do you not have an attitude? Because I would have an attitude. Ooh, y'all, look, I'm sorry. I'm still learning on TikTok. Okay, thank y'all for the like, sorry. So again, do I have any mamas in here that are, do I have any mamas in here that are interested, that want to get started? Oh, y'all, I forgot. I was going to show y'all the little checkout page real quick. I forgot. Y'all, I'm trying to get back in the momentum of doing this, okay? But y'all, when I tell y'all, there is truly nothing out here like it, like a real system that can help you not feel stuck. I know so many people. Don't y'all hate when you buy something and you still stuck? Ain't that the worst thing? That's why I was like, baby, we're not doing that. I'm gonna give them everything that I know plus more times 10. And as I grow, and like I said, as I grow and evolve in my business, I want to take you on this journey with me. I want to see you scale. One of my students have made over $600,000, y'all, more money than me. So again, like, stop capping your earning potential, okay? With digital marketing, with digital products, like I said, and having a digital asset that sells over and over. Y'all, I've sold the same product for over 19 months. The same exact product. Didn't tweak it, didn't do nothing. Hell, didn't it, the one that I got started with, I didn't even create it. And so when I seen that, I said, oh baby, well, how can I make something even better? How can I give it a little bit more information? How can I filter it where it's just one niche? You know, that's another thing that y'all always hear people say, well, I don't know who my niche is. It's the Mompreneur Method, sis. You selling it to moms. So there is no niche to think about. It's simple. Moms are in Facebook groups. Moms are on Twitter. Moms are on Threads, have their own groups. It's really simple to do, okay? And as a mom, who don't want to make passive income? Who don't want to learn about marketing and branding so she can position herself to get free trips, to get free clothes, to get free things for her kids? These are the things that I have personally experienced, and a lot of my students have experienced, all because they got involved. Because you know what? When you start doing digital marketing, you got to be consistent, right? You got to show up every single day. So when you show up every day and be consistent, okay, bam, them analytics is going to start growing. Then the analytics start growing, guess what? Brands is going to start reaching out to you, and then you send them your little brand kit, and then they'll be like, hey, would you come and stay at our hotel and shoot us some content? These are real things that have happened to me and my family. Hey, can we send you this free product? And you don't even have to share it on your social media. Just make us a video for it, and we'll pay you. All because of you showing up. Then on top of that, I'm showing up consistently on YouTube. Now I done got monetized on YouTube. So these are multiple streams within multiple streams. Then once I created my community, I said, you know what? I'm gonna launch I'm sorry, y'all. My mind just went blank. I'm gonna launch a merch line to go with my community, right? Boom, another stream of income. This is what creating multiple streams of income. This is what it is. You build upon each skill that you learn. See, so many people want to get out here and learn 1,001 things, and it's like you pouring into this cup. Okay, it's a little bit in here. You pouring into this cup. It's a little bit in here. It's pouring into and that's the problem. Pour into one thing, master it. And I promise you it'll change everything. And that's the biggest thing that I took away when I got started. And that's why I built my community like that. It's not a whole bunch of side, income streams in here or whatever like that. Because that's not the point. If you can sell, and that's the thing, so many people want to teach you to sell 1,001 products. Baby, learn how to scale one product. Because who wants to work hard? Who wants to work hard? So what do you mean? My vid IQ says you're rich. What? Not yet, baby, but it's coming, okay? I ain't got a lot of look, I'm making my comeback on YouTube. Are you talking about on YouTube or on TikTok? Cause definitely not on TikTok for sure. And not on YouTube either, but I'm making a comeback. But y'all, I'm telling y'all, and that's another thing I tell people all the time, like, if you have a business point blank period, this is just free game real quick. If you have a business point blank period, or you trying to scale a business, you need to be on YouTube point blank, like you just do, okay? Because I'm telling you, showing up consistently, it does pay off. And YouTube is one of the best platforms that actually pays you. I don't post a lot on there, and on average, I still make at least about $200, $300 AdSense. I do a lot of lives, but I don't really post long form as much as I would like to. But just by being consistent and showing up, another stream of income, y'all. Like, again, we have to create multiple streams because these jobs will replace you. They will post your job position before they actually say that you fired. So who wants to wait on that? Would you say, hey, Wendy, would you say Stand Store Creator Pro Plan is worth it? It is, but not if you're a beginner. I always tell beginners, and I ain't supposed to say this because I am a Stand Store ambassador, but just straight up on some real stuff. If you haven't made a profit, and this is what I tell a lot of my students, if you haven't made a profit yet, start with all the free stuff. And then once you start making money, because again, I ain't trying to be funny or I ain't trying to be shady, but so many people start and stop, start and stop. So I'm really big on telling beginners, don't invest in all, like so many people like, girl, I'm gonna get mini chat. Girl, who's DMing you? Calm down. Ain't nobody DM you yet. You don't need to be spending all your money on stuff like that. Start with all the free shit, then scale. And then once you like, okay, I'm actually getting sales, I'm actually making money, which could be in a couple of days. It could be in a month. It could be in, 6 months. It all depends on your mindset and how you show up. It all depends on if you actually take the time to learn, because a lot of people think if they buy a digital product, but they don't do no kind of work, that it's going to happen for them. No, this requires you to show up. It requires you to be consistent. But if you want life-changing money, why would it not? That's why everybody ain't doing it, because everybody ain't trying to put in the work. So I would say, sis, start with something like Beacons. I ain't gonna lie, Beacons is a little bit more layers and stuff, and they do have a little higher fees, but just do that. And then once like maybe you get a couple of sales or whatever, then upgrade. But the $29 plan with Stand Store is great as well too. You can do pretty much a lot of the same things. Really, the only difference with the $99 plan is you can do custom payment plans. But honestly, girl, I don't like doing the custom payment plans. People don't be knowing how to act. So there's that. So if you don't want to do the pro plan, just do the, if you really, because I ain't gonna lie, I do prefer Stand Store. I mean, I have both. And Vegans is, girl, I ain't gonna lie to you, it's just too many damn layers for me. I can't stand it. But thank you, sis. I hope that helped. Just kidding. What's up? Nothing. How are you? But does anybody have any questions? Anybody have any questions, y'all? And that was, I was gonna show y'all the checkout page, but if you click the link in my bio, I have some free resources available. You can check those out. But again, sis, you can get inside of NPM literally for just $41 down. No credit check or anything like that. I'll have what? Oh my God, I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't seen you in a while, Jordan. How are you? How's it going? What you been up to, sis? I know I'm trying to make my way back. I was gone for some time because I was creating. I was really trying to build this. And like I said, I really wanted to give every mom no excuse to not be able to do this, sis. Like, even if you got low confidence, even if you don't believe you, still no excuse, okay? Because like I said, Mama Bot, she'll literally even help you and guide you with that. So again, every answer that you need is inside. Everything that you're thinking, every fear that you may have, I once had it. But again, I changed my mindset and I said, you know what? There's too many people that I'm watching online changing their lives. They're not better than me. So I'm about to lock in. I'm gonna learn this skill and I'm gonna master it. And I did, y'all. I gave myself 5 days to learn some information. And the thing about it is, this is the perk of doing Done For You digital marketing. So many people ask me like, girl, I want to launch my own ebook. I want to launch my own guide. And I tell people all the time, go for it. I want you to. I think that's great. But I'm gonna be honest with you, because so many of us start off with those beginner jitters, and so many people start off with, just, I don't want to say not even not believing in yourself. It's completely normal to feel like, am I going to fail? Are people going to actually download my stuff? Are people actually going to like it? Are they going to support me? Are they going to get on my live? That's completely normal for a beginner, right? I went through it. So many people that I've helped and mentored that have scaled their businesses, they went through it. So this is why I always tell people, because so many of us, myself included, my very, very, very first digital product, I tried to launch it myself. I had no experience in marketing. I didn't know about branding. AI wasn't really the thing like then. And y'all, it took me like 6 months to try to put together this digital product. And I did all that with no marketing experience, no branding experience, and was so proud of myself, right? That I put this thing together and then turned around and girl, it flopped. I said, ain't nobody fuck with this shit. I done gave y'all emails. The emails alone, you should buy it, but I didn't have the right strategy. I didn't have the right system behind me. And it really left a bad taste in my mouth. And I thought digital marketing was a scam. I thought it was too good to be true. I said, these people out here is lying. There's no way that they're making this money, because I'm an over deliverer. I'm not a gatekeeper. I'm not going to hold back information. I put all of this. I gave away 50 emails because at the time I was doing UGC. So I was trying to show people how they can create a UGC business, get started as a complete beginner, have no followers, whatever. And so I was like, hey, nobody going to put together like this. Like, I'm an overdoer, right? Did all of that just for my product to flop because I didn't have no strategy, because I didn't know nothing about pre-launching, post-launching, none of that. So that's why I tell a lot of people, there's nothing wrong. Again, anything is possible. You can definitely launch your own product, but start with a done for you digital product where it's already done for you, where you can kind of essentially get your training wheels in this, right? Get your momentum built up, get your trust built up with your audience. And then when you leave a good taste in your audience mouth, they're gonna be like, oh, well, shit, that product that I got from her, it was the truth. I can only imagine what this one gonna do, or you know what I mean? But again, you don't need 1,000 products, y'all. So many people will tell you, well, sell this $5 product, I ain't trying to do that. I need a couple of one product that I can sell over and over. And every time I sell it, I make $400. I sell 3 a day, that's $1,200. Okay, that ain't too bad. I ain't have to do too much. I don't want to sell 27 of one thing in one day unless it's my one product. And again, I don't want to give you something where I gotta keep giving you something. I want you just to have the system. Here you go. Take the system. Okay, you got everything you need. You're gonna learn branding, you're gonna learn marketing, you're gonna learn sales psychology, you're gonna learn about positioning. Plus, you have a 24/7 coach. Plus, you get support. Plus, you get me as your coach and as your mentor. Okay, I'm always here to help you. But again, with Mama Bot, you won't need me. Okay, that's why I created her for it. But again, and even on Saturday, y'all, every Saturday inside of the community, I host a masterclass myself. Because again, that was another thing too. I'm taking my experience from other things. And again, I'm not trying to be shady. I don't mean this in a bad way, but I struggle with ADHD. I struggle with just focusing. And that was another thing that I had noticed about sometimes in different courses and different programs, there's so many different people, there's so many different personalities. And I'm a big energy person. I don't know if y'all are or not. Uh, I need to get into the community. Yes, Jordan, you absolutely do, sis. You can literally join for $41, sis. So you ain't got no excuse, Jordan. You definitely, I'm telling you, sis, when you get inside, you're gonna be blown away. You're gonna wish that you started sooner. And I'm not trying to say like for real, y'all. Like when I say I have been working on this for so long, and the crazy thing about it was I was so terrified and I was so scared. And again, that's why I'm really big on being transparent with my community. And you know, and my mama's inside there, because I tell people all the time, it's so crazy how God works and how he'll position y'all. First of all, I always tell people, like, I love my babies to death, but I didn't want to be a mom because of me growing up in the system, me growing up in foster care and how I was raised, and, you know, how my mom, you know, had to give us up and stuff like that. So I didn't want to be nobody's mama. And it's so crazy that that's what my brand is today. Mama this, mama that, mama this, mama that, right? But it's been able to change my life. So again, you got to be open to hear. There's a reason why you're coming across this live tonight. It's not coincidence. It's because it's God trying to speak to you. Maybe you've been praying for opportunity. Maybe you've been praying for a way out. Sis, this is it. And it's simple. And that's the thing. You got to learn to accept. Because I used to be like, if it's too good to be true, then, you know, but it's not. And that's the thing. I'm living proof. I'm a living testimony that once you say yes and you be like, hey, failure's not an option, I'm going to do it. I'm going to show up. And again, it requires you to show up. This ain't no get rich quick scheme by any means. It requires you to show up. But again, you have every avenue, every answer to be answered. You go into Mama Bot and ask her, what do I post today? What do I talk about today? Give me a viral YouTube caption. Give me a viral threads to post that will actually bring in sales. I literally, that's what all that you're doing. And then again, the digital product is already put together for you. All you do is resell it over and over and over. Now inside there are also different, you know, things that I also have some PLRs included in there. So if you want to resell those, customize those as well, you can do it. You'll also learn how to create your own digital products if that's something that you want to do. But again, if you are a beginner, I cannot say this enough, sis. Start with a done for you digital product. Start with the minimum amount of work. And again, get your practice in, get your feel in. You know what I'm saying? And again, learn to scale that. Don't be trying to focus on, okay, I'm going to do this, then I'm going to do this, then I'm going to do that. That's what so many mamas mess up and do. And that's why I said I took all that out. I was like, I ain't about to have y'all doing that. Focus, because that's what I did. When I got inside of a Done For You course, when I first got started, there were over 15 different side hustles that I could learn. But I said, nope. Every time I resell this, I make $400. So I'm a focus on that. I'm going to focus on that. I'm going to focus on that because why why would I be trying to do this and be making a little bit of money here, a little bit of money here, when every time I resell it, I make $400? What am I working hard for? What am I trying to do too much? And that's the thing. So many of y'all be thinking that y'all have to do so much when you don't. It can be simple. It can be, it really can be very, very simple. But you got to, again, accept that in your mindset that, you know what, making money is easy. I can make money in my sleep. I can make money when I'm shopping. I can make money when I'm spending money. I can make money when I'm at my 9 to 5. I can make money when I'm on vacation. I can make money every single day. Your earning potential is uncapped. So again, do I have any mamas in the room that are like, hey, I'm ready to get started? Because again, sis, like I said, just $41 down, you can get inside of the community. You can start learning, you can start implementing, you can start selling and making profit today. So again, I'm going to turn the screen around just really quickly, kind of show y'all the checkout page. I know some people struggle with finding it for some reason. But if you're on TikTok, you can just click my face right here and click the link in the middle. Like I said, even if you're not ready just yet, that's fine. Girl, download the free resources. Because again, I still want to help you. I still want you to understand what you can be doing, how you can be taking your everyday moments and turn it into content. You can download my free guide. It's literally called Mama, You Should Be Rich, because you should be rich. Literally, not just in your pockets, sis, but I mean mentally, spiritually, for real. Like, in if you put God first, I'm telling you, that was the biggest thing. If y'all don't take nothing from me, putting God, having a conversation with him, open up your Bible. I'm real big on that, okay? Being in a sense of gratitude every single day, that's the first step to being able to change your life and change your financial situation, okay? So start there, okay? But if you are ready, like I said, you can click the link. It literally is the first it's the first link on my website. Like I said, it's NPM. It's called the Mompreneur Method, and it's for moms and moms only, okay? Moms who are ready to finally get unstuck. Moms who are ready to stop living paycheck to paycheck. Moms who are actually ready to change their financial situation, because sis, you can, okay? I come from, again, being overworked, tired, baby, just stressed out, and always just, I felt like just always panicking and thinking about, okay, how am I gonna pay for this? How am I gonna do this? I gotta do this. How am I take care of this? How am I just, to now, hey babe, you want to go to Philly and go to the game? And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying that like, if I can experience this, if I can do this, so can you. Hey babe, you want to go to Dubai? These are the things that I've been able to do, y'all, in such a short period of time. Buy my dream car, pay cash for my Range Rover. These are things that literally just a few years ago I wouldn't have been able to do that. My husband was working 2 full-time jobs. I wasn't able to do that. Hey T, how are you? So again, I'm telling y'all, NPM truly like no other. If I had some mamas, I don't think I got any mamas inside of the community that's on here right now, but I'm telling you, the Mama Bot just changed everything, okay? It is your digital assistant that really actually helps you. Content studio, okay? So again, for my girlies who are like, who swear up and down that they don't know what to film, they don't know what to do or whatever, she's gonna tell you what to do. For my girlies that swear it's hard for you to come up with captions to actually be able to promote your digital products, she's gonna tell you what to do, okay? And on top of that, like I said, you still get me as your coach, as your mentor. Like I said, we meet every Tuesday, and then on Saturday, I help you and give you additional skills, and just really give you that extra little push. Like for example, this Saturday, I'm gonna be diving in as for complete beginners, how to really position yourself. See, so many people that may have been in a digital marketing space. So again, because like I said, I've helped a lot of people. I've coached and mentored a lot of people. You know, they struggle with, again, when you start, so many people want to promote this, promote that, and they wonder why they don't get any sales. In the beginning, when you start with digital marketing, you have to build trust with people. And how you do that is giving away a freebie, but a freebie that's actually valuable, that's actually going to help somebody. Okay, something that is actually going to be beneficial for them, because it's just like, you know how when you be in the mall and you know how that the bourbon chicken lady be out there, or the little General Toasto lady be out there, and she be like, simple, and you taste it. It get me every time. And I was like, man, I was about to get some Chick-fil-A. Why the hell I'm about to go in here and get some Chinese food now? Same thing, okay? So you have to do that with your audience. And once you start doing that and they like, oh, damn, she gave this away, this is informative, you know what I'm saying? Then damn, I can only imagine what this paid product gonna do, and I can turn around and resell it for 100% profit. So again, you gotta learn the system, you gotta learn the game first, so you can be successful. Okay, I am not gonna sit up here in front. You can't come out the gate and be like, hey, buy my shit, because people gonna be looking like, well, damn, girl, we just mad. Calm down. I don't know about that, right? So I teach you all of that plus more. Like I said, I teach you sales psychology. I teach you positioning, because that's extremely important. You can't be out here trying to talk to everybody, because you won't reach anybody, okay? That's why when I get on here, you always hear me say mama, this, that, sis, or whatever, because I know who I'm talking to, because I know who my audience is. I know who the people that's going to buy from me, straight up. I don't mean that in no kind of way, but I'm just telling you, that's just what it is, okay? But I've learned that from mastering a couple of skills at a time, not 1,001 things, not me trying to master reselling the course, me doing this side hustle, no, I'm putting all my energy in this, because one, I'm gonna get the biggest profit from it, and two, I can set up my systems where I'm doing this if I'm at my 9 to 5, I'm doing this if I'm on vacation, I'm doing this and I'm making money no matter what time and day. There is no earning cap potential. So again, do I have any mamas in the room that are interested, and do you want me to show you the checkout page and how to get there, how you can get it on a payment plan? In some cases, you can possibly get it zero down if you use Klarna or Afterpay. But if you're someone that doesn't want to go through like a soft pull credit check, you don't have to. You can just do the $41 down and get inside today and start learning today. Let me see. Hey y'all on YouTube. But Jordan, you better come. You better at least download the free resources, sis, and definitely check it out, because I'm so excited for you. I missed you, and let me know how everything is going as well too. Y'all, I didn't realize I said I was gonna be on here for 30 minutes. Let me see. I want to make sure I didn't miss nobody. But does anybody have any questions? Y'all want me to show y'all the bot again and show you how to use it? Y'all need me to show you how to use it? Where are my beginners at? My people that swear up and down, girl, I can't do this. I don't know. Can't. Like, ain't no more of that. I'm telling you, there is no more of that. I literally took that excuse away. So I'm on here. Are you a mom? Cultured collab. I was on here talking about how moms can make $400 a day selling a done-for-you digital marketing program that's strictly for moms. It's called the Mompreneur Method. And inside, no matter if you're a beginner, no matter if you have any experience at all, I literally built a system in a bot that is included that literally gives you everything that you need, tells you what to say, tells you how to show up based off of your brand, your voice, who you want to be, okay? Because that's another thing. A lot of people be feeling like they got to get on here and code switch. And that's another thing that I see so many beginners, it holds them back because you're sitting back and you're watching. Even if it's someone like myself, right? You can't compare your chapter 1 to my chapter. At this point, we're just gonna say 19 since it's been 19 months, okay? So it's so important, and that's the thing. You're not trying to copy off of what I'm doing or whatever. What works for me is what works for me. You have to learn how to use your own voice and your own, you know what I mean, and create your own brand based off of who the type of person that you are. You may be A-type personality. I'm B-type personality, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with A-type, but I'm just saying. So it's so important to do that. You are a mom. Okay, sis, so I'm going to quickly show you and turn the screen. I don't know if you've ever been on my channel before, but I help moms, make money online with done for you digital products because I just believe in working smarter and not harder, sis. This business model literally completely changed everything for me, for my family. Let me move this right here, y'all. I'm gonna go back into it. So I built the Mompreneur Method, and like I said, it's a done for you digital system that you'll learn everything from marketing and branding, okay? And it's really important that you master those things, okay? That's the most important thing, right? Because like I said, although I'm all for having multiple streams of income, it's hard to build those multiple streams of income if you haven't mastered one thing. So I don't believe in starting and stopping and doing a whole bunch of things at once, okay? I believe simplicity is the key, and I want to do the bare minimum but get a large profit, okay? So that's what happens when you get inside of the MPM, okay? There is no niche that you have to worry about. That's the biggest thing that I also notice about so many women, so many moms saying, well, I don't know what my niche is. I don't know what to say. I don't know what's what. Sis, it's the Mompreneur Method. You're selling it to other moms. How do you show up every day? What do you do everything? How you think, how you feel. That's how you're going to be able to create your content and promote your brand to other moms. But the system itself, it's already built for you. It's already done for you. Moms want to learn marketing. Moms want to learn branding so they can build brands online, right? So they can start making money in their sleep. Y'all, sorry, my little mix went off. My bad. Let me turn back. So again, this is the community tab. This is what it looks like inside. Not only do you get access to these modules, lifetime access to the modules that actually help and they fit a mom's lifestyle. Okay, so inside of the modules, they are structured for a mom. So as moms, you know how moms deal with mom guilt. We deal with overthinking things, being over analytical and things like that. All of the training is built around that to help you feel seen, help you feel heard for once, okay? This is not a one size fit all type of community. This is strictly for moms, okay? Every Tuesday I do a live Q&A call. So I help you and support you on your strategy. Now, on top of you having modules that actually walk you through the process, that actually show you how to do it in a way that is actually fun, okay? Because that's another thing. When I was learning, different skills, sometimes it's really hard for me to focus. I ain't gonna lie, the training be boring. I ain't resonating with it. What you talking about? And I feel like you talking to me like I'm slow. So I knew that when I created something, I was like, I want it to be fun. I want it to be like you having a conversation with your homegirl and your homegirl putting you on game, okay? Because learning can be fun. Making money should be fun, okay? It shouldn't feel like a strain. It shouldn't feel like a task, because then that makes me not even want to do it. And I don't know about y'all. If I don't want to do something, I ain't gonna do it. Okay, so that's another thing. That's the most important thing about it. So inside it's all podcast style learning. Now, definitely visuals for things that you need to learn. I also show you how to really, this is one of the biggest things that so many moms would tell me, like they don't know how to use ChatGPT correctly. So that's another thing. But again, if you're not someone that's like, okay, I don't really want to go through other modules, I recommend that you do. The Mama Bot is going to tell you definitely to still go through some of these modules because they're just beneficial for you, right? But if you don't, you can go into the bot that I created and you can literally ask it questions, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see my screen. I was trying to show y'all earlier, but literally you can come here and type in anything. And that's what I was doing earlier. Hey, I'm a mom and I have been wanting to sell digital products, but not really sure where to start. I think I'm going to use MPM as my main offer. I have twin girls and I work in corporate America. I'm not the biggest social media person. But what do I do? How do I promote this to successfully start making, let's just say, $2,000 a day? Okay, boom. You come in here, you type this in her, and she's going to give you a real strategy, right? But she's going to actually ask you questions to really understand you, right? See, that's the thing. A lot of people want to get in, just go into ChatGPT and it be generic as fuck. And then they be wondering like, oh, nobody's buying, no, because it don't sound like you, because it doesn't sound like something that you would actually say. People can feel that energy through the screen, okay? But Mama Bot, that's included when you get NPM, she actually asks questions to fit your brand. So it makes sense. So it sounds like you every single time. So in your reels, in your shorts, if you're posting threads, all of that, whatever it is, you can ask her the information and she's going to spit it out for you, okay? But it says first, you choose your offer, okay? So you're already inside, let's just explain it to you that you can keep 100%. And it says, hey, if you want to make 2K a day, you need 5 MPM sales, whatever like that, at 397, okay? And then it's just explaining to you, we're not, and I made her a little hood, y'all, because that was another thing. It's important to have a little personality, okay? Because again, we want to have fun when we doing this because we already romanticizing our life, like, right? When we vacuuming, when we doing the dishes and stuff like that. See, I teach mamas how to take that content because you got to do that anyway. And I don't know about y'all, I be overwhelmed and I don't want to be feeling like I got to do this. I already got to take care of my household duties and then turn around and be trying to focus on my business, right? I incorporate everything that I have to do anyway in my business. I got to do the dishes. I got to do laundry. I got to take my kids somewhere. I got to get them out of the house. I got to do this. I got to do that. Well, let me just go ahead and film that since I got to do it. Put a message on the screen, put a hook on the screen and turn that into content. And that's all I've been doing for the last 19 months. And it's allowed me to make over $300,000 as a complete beginner. So again, I say this to say, if I can do this, y'all can do this too. But she gives you a real strategy, right? In real time that means, hey, you're a twin girl mom, a corporate baddie, whatever, right? And then she also asks you, like, what's your energy? What is your time, that you have today? So many moms, okay, well, I don't be having that much time, even though you be scrolling on social media for 2 hours, but you swear up and down you don't have that much time. You can tell mama about, hey, I got 10 minutes. What can I get done today to actually promote my business so I can start getting leads, so I can actually start getting sales, okay? Everything is implemented in here, okay? So she literally is giving you a step-by-step, actual, process to follow, like telling you how to create your lead magnet if that's something that you want to do. And she's telling you in a way where it makes sense. So y'all heard me when I said I was a twin mom, a corporate mom. So she said, how do I plan to ditch corporate with MPM? Okay, that is a simple digital product that she will help you create and put together if that's what you want to do. If not, inside of MPM, there are freebies that are actually included. So if you don't want to create anything, sis, you don't have to. You literally can plug and play your everyday life where you at today and start reselling this program today, okay? There's nothing that you have to build if you choose not to. But if you want to learn how, the information is available for you, okay? But I know some moms are just like, hey, I just want to see a profit. That's exactly how, when I restarted my digital marketing journey, that was all I thought I was going to be doing. I said, hey, if I can just resell this course over and over and over, I'm cool with that. I had no intention of ever building a community, no intention of ever trying to help people, mentoring people, but I fell into it all because of God. All because God said, you know what, you need to start helping moms. That's what you need to do. And at that, when I was disobedient in the beginning, my page ended up getting hacked. I had to shut everything down. I had to start completely over from scratch. And once I started over and I was able to start scaling my business again, I said, oh, if I can do this, this ain't no fluke. This ain't no one-off situation. I'm not special or whatever. This just requires a system, a real strategy. If I can do this, surely other mamas could. And so that's what motivated me. And a lot of my students actually, from their results and from their, their transformations that they made, allowed me to end up creating this community. But like I said, I wanted to simplify something because, again, as moms, I think we also really moody. And well, at least maybe it's me. It could just be me. Maybe it's a Leo thing. I don't know. But sometimes you don't be wanting to talk to nobody, right? So that was another reason why I built Mama Back, because I was like, so many moms be like, I tell you all the time, when you get started with MPM, you get my cell phone number so you can text me and stuff. But I too know what it's like. Like, I just don't want to be bothered, right? So that's why I pumped all the information that I learned, all the information that I've used on my students that have scaled their business, and I pumped it inside her to, those frequently asked questions, those things that so many beginners are always getting stuck on. The niche part, again, you don't need a niche to be in MPM. What do I post? What do I say? What do I talk about when I don't have any sales? All of that is implemented in here. But like I said, it's there to fit your strategy, okay? So again, gives you everything that you need. Again, I want y'all to still go through the modules, okay? But if you don't, you definitely can use this and allow this, y'all. ChatGPT is allowing people to create $1 million businesses in just a few hours. You ain't got to create nothing. All you got to do is just ask questions, and plug and play. Can you copy and paste this? If you can copy and paste, you can make $400 plus a day. Point blank period, okay? You don't have to build anything. If you want to, you can. But start the easy way. Start with training wheels, okay? Because that's going to be the fastest way that you take off. Get your practice in. And then once you kind of get a feel for it, because again, I just told y'all when I first got started, I said, oh, baby, I don't need to create nothing. Okay, I'm going to keep selling this course over and 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 over. Okay, but then once I seen, and like I said, I had to start over, and I scaled, and I kept scaling, I kept scaling, I kept scaling. I said, okay, hold on, wait, this is... I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was just some, hey, you better get it while you can. You better get it while you can. You know what I mean? But then, like I said, once I really seen that, okay, with a real system, with a real strategy, nah, it can be predictable. I can make 10K every month. I can make, what, 5K every month. But it started with me shifting my mindset. It started, with me actually believing it. And it took me to see it. I ain't gonna lie, right? I started off faceless, thought that was the only way that I could do it. Started off as a whole white woman. Thought that was the only way that I could do it. My page got hacked within 90 days, y'all. Like a little well over 90 days. But I grew my social media following. I was only on Instagram when I started. Grew my social media, and this is another thing when people are like, oh, you can't grow on Instagram as a beginner. Yes, you can. I literally grew my faceless page to 22,000 followers as a complete beginner in like 96 days to be exact. Okay. But then once I got hacked, because I'm not gonna lie, I was posting a lot because, girl, when I was getting, when I'm making $500 every time I'm selling something, I said, look, shit, I'm about to look. If I post some more, that means I'm gonna make more, right? So the more fish, I always tell people, the more fish in the sea. Look, that's the more eyes that's gonna be on you, the better chance you get basically to get caught, right? So I started posting a whole bunch, and then Instagram started flagging me and was trying to say that I was being a little spammy. So my page ended up getting shut down. And at that point, I said, you know what? Maybe this was because God kept telling me I need to help women, but I wasn't doing this for nobody. I was doing this for myself. Okay. But I decided to be a little, obedient. Did another fast. I'm really big on fasting to get clarity from God. And I said, okay, God, you really want me to help people? I ain't doing this to help nobody. I'm tired of trying to help people and they don't want to act right. So I started mentoring, and then I didn't know what I was doing, but I just asked God to lead me and guide me. And I just was like, you know what? I'm just going to share what's working for me, what I'm doing. But I'm going to explain it in a way where, because sometimes when people try to go through and watch these YouTube videos and be in these different courses and programs, right? A lot of the times the people that created them are already millionaires, are already, way beyond where you're at, right? And that can be a little discouraging because it's like, okay, but are you speaking from a point of view of a true beginner, or are you speaking from a point of view of a person that already has 40,000 followers, 100,000 followers? Now, I built this because, y'all, I tell my community all the time, I'm in the trenches with you. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've scaled my business, but at the same time, I just started, focusing strictly on only my offer. So again, I had to start. And so that's why I said before I scale to 1 million, where my mama's at that's trying to make 1 million too. Where my mama's at that's trying to make their first 5K, their first 10K, okay? Because it is possible, sis. Digital products are literally one of the most highest paying jobs. Literally, they said in 2027 it's $1 trillion industry. Okay, no matter who you are, you can do this. Y'all, I got my son who's 11 years old literally creating digital products to help other kids. So again, no matter your age, no matter your background, no matter your experience, no matter if you have followers or not, you can do this. Okay, so again, inside MPM, you get the community, you get the classroom, you also get two calls every week to also give you that additional support. And then on top of that, you get the bot that actually gives you everything. Literally, she is my clone. That's what I tell everybody. Whatever questions you ask or we're gonna ask or whatever, you have no excuse to be stuck. When you want to get inside of NPM, whether it's 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, whenever, you can ask her. She gonna help you. She gonna guide you. She gonna lead you on the way. Okay. And again, you can literally get started for $41. And sis, if you saying you ain't got $41, that's even a better reason why you need to start, because that's the problem. So again, before you sign up, because I know you was thinking about doing, I'm going to sign up for DoorDash. I'm going to do it part-time. I'm going to do Instacart. I can do it in between. Baby, we not trying to work hard. We want a soft life, a simple life. You know what I'm saying? But making money in our sleep, making money while we do everyday things and being able to provide for our babies and being able to set our babies up, okay? Because we don't know what this world is going to be. Baby, you don't know if you need to get dual citizenship in a minute because it's crazy, okay? For real. So again, y'all, I'm gonna show y'all the checkout page. So if you click the link in my description on YouTube, or like right under the video, or on TikTok at the top right on my face, it's gonna take you to my checkout page. And if you see, it's gonna appear here. Again, mama, if you're not ready, that's completely fine. Whenever you're ready, I'm gonna be here. I'll be happy to help you get started. But you can grab these free resources right here. I do, like I said, definitely check out Mama You Should Be Rich, because again, I literally give you a system, a game plan on how you can start creating digital products. Even if you don't get started with me, absolutely free. I also have a 10-minute free training if you want to check that out. And then also just a sneak peek, a little bit more about what you'll learn inside of NPM, like the different modules and everything like that that's included. And like I said, every time you resell it, it's 100% profit. But if you are ready, mama, and you are serious and you're ready to change your life and you're ready to stop living paycheck to paycheck and you're ready to give your babies the life that they deserve and you're ready to start going, I always say, y'all, we love going to Disney, okay? I'm obsessed with it, okay? But you can just click right here. You can click that top link and it's going to bring you here. And if you scroll down all the way down, you'll see like my little checkout page here. Just come all the way down. Got some testimonies right there. If you are interested, if you don't believe me when I say you can get started for just $41, literally no credit check, none of that. You can just click payment plan here. And as you can see, literally $41, you can get in today and start learning and earning at the same time, okay? You also can use Klarna Afterpay if you prefer it. I'm a Klarna girl myself, just saying. But again, sis, no excuse. It's still the beginning of the year. It's still a chance for you to get a good start and really just change your situation. Like I said, it took me 5 days to get my first sale personally. And that's because I really like dived in and was serious about changing my life. But I didn't have the tools and the system that I created, and that's another reason why I created. I wanted moms to really not spend so much time like I said, going through those beginner jitters. Why I can never flip the camera on here? It's because my thumbs are big. Why is it acting like this? But I get the same questions, I feel like, over and over and over and over. And so that's what inspired me to build this, because not that I have a problem with answering questions, don't get me wrong, right? But I'm big on working smarter and not harder. And like I said, if I can build something that all moms can use, that all moms can sell, this is kind of a win-win for you. Like, I mean, you really don't have nothing to lose. You ain't got to do nothing. You ain't got to build nothing. Don't you get on the internet every day. You scroll literally every day. And when you making them posts and stuff like that, sis, you literally can promote this just being on Threads. Not even showing your face if you don't want to. If you want to create your own AI twin, you can do that. You'll learn that inside of NPM. All of this is included. Everything that you need, I've covered every angle. Again, every excuse so you don't have one, okay? So again, if you're interested, click the link in the description. Click the link in my bio. You can get started. You're going to get me as your coach. You're also going to get my cell phone number. So if you do need a little additional support, you can always text me. Always just tell my mentees, hey, or my community just in general, give me at least 24 hours to respond, because I work with a lot of different people. I've coached over 500 just moms by themselves. I've helped people from the ages of 16 all the way up to 67. People that have never used social media before, people that have never used a computer before. One of my students, y'all, had only ever used a typewriter, okay? And I help her scale her business literally to over $80,000. So again, if I can do it, if they can do it, if all these people on the internet can do it, I'm not going to gatekeep. I'm not going to hold nothing back from you. And like I said, I even built a clone of me to give you everything that you need, plus a little bit more. And then on top of that, the moms inside of the community already, right? They're not better than you, okay? They literally just were tired of trying to figure things out by themselves. So they invested in themselves. And in a sense, if you don't do nothing at all come 2026, you need to do something for yourself. You need to invest in yourself, because if I know that feeling of being able, like, man, I wish I could do this, or man, I wish I could, damn, I wish I could go on a solo trip and just have some time for myself and pour into me, okay? And I couldn't afford to do it. So that was so many things, y'all, like that inspired me to be like, you know what, I got to figure out something, okay? So figuring out option, we're going to figure out how this works. But again, you ain't got to go through that. I don't want you to have to go through that. That's why I built a system, a real system that can help you, guide you, literally tell you what to do, tell you what to say, and show you literally the whole way, okay? So again, y'all, if you need a little bit more information, those free resources are available for you. You can feel free to shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'm really good about getting back to my Instagram DMs. I will, you can shoot me a message on TikTok as well too, girl. I be forgetting that they got voice notes. And same thing on YouTube. I be forgetting. YouTube, now I can send voice notes, because one thing about me, I'm not trying to type nothing. I'm going to talk it out every single time. But all right, y'all, if I don't have anybody in here that has any questions, again, mama, don't be afraid. Don't be scared. It's time to get unstuck. It's time to stop living paycheck to paycheck, okay? I've been there. I know that feeling. I remember, I always tell people on Thursdays, I remember when, baby, me and my husband, we would go to the pump. I had $20 on the card. He'll put it in the pump. I'll be like, babe, hurry up, pass me the car. I'll put it in the pump and make that car go negative because we wasn't getting paid until the next day. So again, I've been there, I've been through it, but I did something about it. I stopped making excuses for myself and I said, you know what? It's too many people, it's too many kids on here turning into millionaires. Surely I can make a portion of that and I'll be happy, okay? But been able to do so much more. And like I said, been able to change my life completely, drive my dream car, be able to do the things that I want to do, finally set up a trust for my kids. And again, that's the most important thing. Like materialistic things are great, right? But being able to start creating generational wealth for your kids, being able to invest in other businesses like Airbnb and Turo. Once you master and scale one thing, it flows into other things. Okay, stop trying to do 1,001 things, sis, because it's not getting you nowhere. Focus on one thing and focus on one easy thing. And I'm telling you, NPM is that. But all right, y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in with me. Again, if you are new here, be sure to like follow me, subscribe. I always try to drop like free information, free content, because like I said, I'm not a gatekeeper. I always get on here to answer any questions that y'all have. Even if you don't invest with me, I'm big on just helping people in general, okay? And that's the biggest thing. If y'all don't take nothing else away from me, learn to serve first. When you learn to serve people first, the money's gonna come. It's literally inevitable, okay? That's the biggest thing. Like, we all want to make some money, but actually enjoy what you do and actually focus on being a blessing to other people. And I promise you, God gonna bless you, okay? But all right, y'all have a good night, and I will see y'all. It's Friday officially. I will see y'all a little bit tomorrow. I do a Q&A every Friday on my Instagram. So again, if you come back and watch the replay of this live, or if you just wanted to ask the question and maybe you was scared, feel free to ask me a question on Instagram. I'll be sure to answer it. And you know, the best of my knowledge, again, from even like I said, even if you don't invest with me, I help men, women, it don't matter, okay? But all right, y'all, I will see y'all on the next one if y'all don't have no questions.